Thanks. Well, the pandemic continues to put pressure on local hospitals, but some of that pressure is coming from a direction you might not consider. KBC 9's Martin Augustine live this morning to walk us through an emerging issue. Martin, good morning.
Good morning, Rob. We're live here outside of St. Luke's North Hospital. The hospitals in the 9-county region around Kansas City are seeing the virus take away less space in terms of patients and beds, but taking away more when it comes to hospital staff. What are we talking about here? Well, in some cases, it's hospital staff that are getting sick with COVID-19 and other illnesses, but in many cases, the pandemic is just forcing more hospital staffers to spend more time at home, in large part because they have kids that are going to school virtually or in some sort of hybrid format. In fact, an official with the Missouri Hospital Association says we are in a staffing crisis right now, not in a bed crisis. And these numbers bear that out. 40% of hospital beds in Missouri are available, 37% open in Kansas. That's according to the hospital associations of both states. We should point out, too, that we're hitting a time of year when typically more bed space opens up in hospitals as you approach a holiday such as Thanksgiving. Still, though, there are other numbers that show that the virus still has a grip on us. The Mid-America Regional Council, which charts these things across the 9 counties of the Kansas City region, say yes, hospitalizations for COVID-19 are down, but COVID patients are needing more ventilators now, and there are still COVID patients dying. Reporting live, Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.
All right, Martin, thank you so much. Well, there's a new campaign to convince Kansans to wear masks. It's called Stop the Spread. It's launched by the Kansas Hospital Association, the Kansas Chamber, Kansas Farm Bureau, and the Kansas Medical Society. And this is the group's first public service announcement.
I'm a patriot and a mechanic, which means I know the difference between a symbol and a tool. The American flag is a symbol of everything that I would die to defend. This is a tool. It says nothing about my politics. I wear it to protect the people that I love. We have a job to do, and this is the right tool for that job.
Well, Kansas counties have until midnight to come up with their own mask mandates. If they don't, they'll automatically opt into a statewide order from Governor Laura Kelly. And this morning, Kansas City, Missouri firefighters continue to mourn the loss of 2 of their own to COVID-19. 60-year-old Captain Bobby Rocha was a 29-year veteran of the KCFD. He died in the hospital Saturday from COVID complications. The very next day, 45-year-old Scott Davidson died. Davidson served the fire department for 18 years. Yesterday, many people took time to pay their respects outside the communication center where Davidson worked as a procession escorted him home to Wichita. Well, the people who knew both men are begging you to do your part to avoid spreading the virus.
You know, there are hundreds of men and women on this department mourning both Bobby and Scott. Just know that you may infect somebody who may infect somebody else, and that person may be a grocery store clerk, they may be a healthcare worker, they may be a first responder. And if you knew that that could lead to their death, would you still go out? Would you still not wear a mask?
Right now, there are still 69 active coronavirus cases within KCFD. We're told everyone who's infected is recovering at home. Well, Thanksgiving is almost here, and health experts are asking you to think twice before attending a big gathering. In fact, they hope you stay home. An infectious disease specialist with the St. Luke's Health System says when it comes to holiday celebrations, the safest thing is to limit your gathering to only people in your household. Again, this is their top recommendation. Well, if you still decide, despite the advice, to have guests over for the holidays, they suggest you maybe seat them in small groups, not all at one table. Also, try opening some windows for better ventilation.
It's hand hygiene, hand washing, in using those single-use towels, social distancing. It's holidays, so I know that when I see my friends, I want to hug them, but not a good idea.
If you have a college student coming home for the holidays, doctors say that they should get a COVID test before leaving campus and again after returning home. We're of course only a couple days out now though, and those test results might not be back in time. You should also consider seating them away from the family table. Well, a 24-hour food drive begins later this morning with the goal of feeding more than 1,000 families across the metro this Thanksgiving. It is Turkey Tuesday, and the No Joey Foundation is going to be very busy today. KBC 9's Matt Evan is live this morning, your 18th of Vine, to show us how you can help. Matt, good morning.
Hey, Rob, good morning. That food drive underway right now began at 8 o'clock this morning here at the 18OV Barbershop at 18th and Vine. This is the No Joey's Foundation annual Turkey Tuesday event. It's been going on for 12 years now, and in these past 12 years, they've been able to feed more than 20,000 meals to families in need all across the metro area. Of course, the drive itself looks a lot different this year because of COVID-19. Typically, the No Joey Foundation is asking for things like turkey, like they've been asking in previous years, but this year they are asking for donations of things that they can sanitize before they give out to the public. Things like canned goods, non-perishable food items, and toiletries. The 24-hour food drive runs until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can drop off those donations here at the 18OV Barber Salon. The foundation has already bought 1,000 turkeys thanks to donations. It is accepting monetary donations so they can buy more. Foundation founder and 18OV owner Joey Thomas says the need is greater this year than they've ever seen, and this year the turkey drive means even more to him because it's about helping out the community that helped him in 2020.
At the end of the day, people need help, man. You know what I mean? I found myself once COVID hit and we had to close down for 3 months. I found myself in a situation where, me and my family needed help, and to my surprise, I had people that were just hitting me up out of nowhere, whether it be a cash app, whether it be a phone call, whatever, making sure the family was good when it comes to food, making sure that we had a couple dollars, put to the side, so for me, it's just all about returning the favor and paying it forward.
The distribution is going to look a lot different this year, too. Typically, after that 24-hour food drive is over, hundreds of families will gather here at 18th and Vine to pick up those meals. Obviously, that's not going to be happening this year, so they've moved that distribution to 4 points across the city for tomorrow following the end of the 24-hour drive. They're also asking for families to pre-register online at one of those locations so they can make sure they follow social distancing protocols there. If you'd like to register or if you'd like to help out in this cause, you can find more information at nojoeyfoundation.org. Live in Kansas City this morning, Matt Evans, KBC 9 News.